Jeffrey's got a special place in my heart. I love this wave. I first came here with my father and my brother and my cousin and a good friend in 1968. And it had only been discovered a few years before, and that was our first surfari away from home. It was the first time we'd ever been away from home on a surf trip. And we drove up here in the evening. It was too late to surf. We'd driven down from Durban. It's about 1,000 k's. And so we arrived in the hotel, checked in the hotel, and there was no one around, and no one could really tell us where the break was. And so we woke up really early the next morning with my father. We drove down to the break, found this little campsite, and drove out there. And you know, for a young guy to sort of travel to a legendary place, and then that first morning with the sun coming up over the horizon, it was flawless, just 4 to 6 feet, just us. Just my dad, my brother, my cousin, and a friend of mine, and it was perfection. And for me, you know, that is one of the enduring memories of Jeffreys Bay, that we traveled 1,000 kilometers on our first surf trip. And when we looked out there at the horizon, it was perfect. And it's every young surfer's dream. And for me, you know, Jeffreys Bay really represents that dream. It always has. And even now, you know, over 40 years later, it still represents that dream of, you know, finding that perfect wave. When I was sort of starting out my journey on the Pro Tour and starting out my journey on discovering, you know, how to really ride tubes and how to carve big turns on the face, it was a wave that really was perfectly suited to my style in a way that I think in many ways molded who I am as a surfer. So I have I think I have a wonderful association with this place.
Summer nights, the walk on the beach when the morning's just right. It's what Jbay is about. It's all about the style, the great smiles, the boards and the shorts, and so much.
It's a real purist's wave. It's a very difficult wave to ride really well. It's an easy wave to ride, but it's a really difficult wave to ride really well. Jeffreys Bay is all about continuity. It's all about rhythm, speed, power, aggression, style, which are the basic building blocks of surfing, those 5 elements. And you know, the 6th element, which I think is one of the most important, and that's creativity and imagination. You know, those together really define you as a surfer and define your individual approach. And I think at Jbay, you really see that creativity come out through the way surfers surf here. Kelly and Andy, Joel and Mick are the guys that really understand that broad expanse of the wall. They understand about linking it all together in a beautiful, flowing, rhythmical way with speed, power, rhythm, and aggression. And those are the guys that I really love to watch them surf. And I think when you sit on the cliff here and you look out at the best guys in the water, you can really appreciate these guys surf. It's like, you know, sitting there with a fantastic bottle of wine and just sitting there and just kind of appreciating it. And I love to come here not only to surf the wave for my own heart and to get that wave from boneyards to the point, but also just to sit there and appreciate the best guys in the world, at the best wave in the world. It's a good feeling. Even though it's been so developed and so overdeveloped, I think the essence of this wave has remained. And when you stand on the beach and you look out at that wave and look out to the horizon, you know, all the development is behind you and you don't really notice it, you just notice that beautiful, beautiful long wall. So even today, it's very special. I think, you know, anyone coming here to Jbay, if I had to say a couple of things, is one, just respect this beautiful place. This is a really special, special place. Special in my heart, and special in the hearts of a lot of people. And you really need to you respect this place. And also, I think, respect the people in the lineup. I think it's really important. I think the surfers out here are very respectful. But if you come out here and start throwing your weight around and trying to get every single wave, it's not going to be a good experience for you. So just be respectful. That's all you need to do. Be respectful, and you'll have an incredible time down here.
Alright.